Hey guys, how's going on? This is Priyanshu from Program Nation, and today I'm going to teach you about how to draw a seven-sided polygon. A seven-sided polygon is also known as heptagon. So for your preference, I have downloaded a pic of that hexagon about means what we'll be going to make and write the code. So this should our output should look like this. What we say seven-sided heptagon, regular heptagon, and I'll try to make much similar because it's really hard task to make a regular means all sided equal in Qbasic code. So in this video I'll be also giving you some tips and tricks of drawing this heptagon, and for also for if you are drawing something similar like any other 2D or 2D shape or 2D figure or anything. I will be giving you some what we say tip. So for the tip number one is that you should whenever you are writing a code, like I am a student and I want to draw a heptagon. So what I should do first is that take a notepad or any paper, take a pencil and draw what you are imagining that should be the output. Like if I'm imagining that the output should look like this, I should draw like this in that paper, and then mark the number. There are total 7 lines, so mark each line. So what I will prefer you to mark it in a clockwise manner, because that would be a better way, and write the code of that lines in that clockwise manner. The first line base will be the first line, second line will be the bottom left, third line will be the middle left, then top left will be the fourth line, top right will be the fifth line, middle right will be the seventh line, and bottom right will be the middle right will be the sixth line, and bottom right will be the seventh line. So like this. So first only the base over here is the horizontal line. So as you know, I have means first I have just written the CLS screen and end before only for because it won't take much time while we are coding. So the first line is a horizontal line, so we just need to it's easy for us to draw a horizontal line because we have learned that in previous tutorials also. So what directly we can write 200, we want it as a base, so that will be on the down. So 200, 400, I hope so this will do the work. Yeah, that's correct. So now base was not a hard task, but you need to find out it's hard to find the coordinate of these sort of slanting lines, and that should make a what we say a hexagon, that heptagon. So the as we know that we are making this line, so we have to copy the code of this coordinate in this line also in the starting point. So starting point of line number 1 is the starting point of line number 2 also. So we can directly copy. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you the simplest way of drawing a figure or coding a figure or coding the heptagon. So watch the video till the end for that. In between only I will be telling you. So the next thing, we have to find the coordinate of this point. So as if the x-axis is going towards left, means the coordinate is going towards left, then the x-axis will decrease. And over here, so if the x-axis is decreasing, so the x-axis for the first coordinate is 200. So what should I decrease it 200 directly. Then now, if just remember, if the coordinate is towards left hand side, then the x-axis will be least, and if it on the right hand, more on the right hand side, then the coordinate will x-axis will increase. So now we are going to y-axis. So as we know that the figure is going means the way in which we are moving the coordinates is going to the top. So top will be the most, bottom will be the least, left will be the least, and right will be the most in x-axis and y-axis. So we are going top. So I'll just write over here it will be less than 400, and I have taken it, decreased it to 270. Let us take a look. So you can see that that we are able to get that two lines that are made, and they are looking much similar. So now towards the third line. Now over here, the next trick which I would like to give is that move the what we say the code in a clockwise manner of these lines. So first this, then this, second, third, fourth, fifth. The advantage is that most of the times that you will find that the previous line is joining the next line. So what you can do is the ending coordinate of previous line, the second line, what it is 100, 270. So that could be the start, that will be the starting point of the next line. It is the third line, because they are joined and they need a similar coordinate so that they could make a polygon. So we can directly copy it down 100 to 70. So remember, our ending coordinate, most of the time ending coordinate of the previous line is the starting coordinate of the second line, is the starting coordinate of the third next line. So now we have to find the coordinate of this second one. So over here we can see that the coordinate is moving towards right hand side from the, means if we compare it from this side, so it will be more, means it is moving towards x-axis will be more, and it is on the left hand side, it is like side on the left hand side of this what we say bottom coordinate. So it will be less than 200 and more than 100. So I should think that it should be 135. Now the height has also increased, so the y-axis will decrease. So that from 270 I am taking it up to 150. I hope so this should work. Yes, and much yeah, it's working. That's nice. Now the fourth line. So now as we know one of the coordinate is the same, so 135 150 directly same coordinate matching. Then over here, now remember one thing, in this hexagon you can see that the it is moving towards left right hand side, so it will, the x-axis will increase and it's moving, and it's the point is at between the base. So what is the x-axis coordinate of both first and second of base? That is 200 and 400 as we have written here. So we will take the middlemost which will come in your mind, so that it will match the x-axis and it can form a perfect similar figure. So the most similar of 200 and 400 means the between one comes like 300. That will be better. So now the what we say, the height is also increasing. Now the x-axis will y-axis will also decrease, increasing in height, decreasing in y-axis. So I will directly do it like this. Yeah. So now I will just give you a full screen preview. Just take a look at the code which we have written, whatever you have written, and now let us see this. So the half of the work is done. Now the second half would be the much easier for you, because we know we have done the half of the left hand side. So the half of the right hand side, it will be really easy, because we'll just correlate them with the left hand side, what we say, we have whatever we have coded. Now remember, now we know as we know that the first starting point would be similar to the ending point of the previous one, so we can directly write, no problem in that. Now we have to find the x-axis of this. We are going to make a symmetrical and a regular polygon, a regular heptagon. So what we need to remember is that the distance from the base should be equal on the left hand side of this x-axis, and the difference should be over here also same. Like if it is over here, so when we are just drawing the line from here, from the top to the bottom, then we draw like this over here. So whatever is the distance, it should be similar to if we draw a line over here and then a line, and then what is the distance. So what do you think, what's the difference between x-axis of this point and x-axis of this point? The x-axis of this point is 200, and x-axis of this point, that is the ending point of third line, I think so, yeah, it's 135. So we have to subtract it, 200 minus 135, that's 65. And what is the x-axis of this point? So that's 400. So we add 400, because add 65 to 400, because it is moving towards right hand side the most. So 465 465 is that x-axis coordinate. So now what will be the y-axis? That is also really easy. We have to remember that all the points should be remain, means if they are symmetrical, we have to remember that the height should remain same of the points that are opposite to each other, just the points, not the angles. Okay, the points, that this point is parallel to this point, so we have to remember that y-axis of this point will be the y-axis of this point also. So y-axis is 150, so we can directly write 150 over here. Then damn, it's done. It was easy task for us to do. Now in the same manner we will do line number 6, and line number 7 would be easy, because we have got all the coordinates after drawing this line. So 465, as we know the previous coordinate. Now the next will be these two are parallel to each other, these 2 points. So the distance between x-axis of this point and this point should be 200 minus 100, so the difference is 100 directly. So we will add 400 plus 500, that is 400 plus 100, that is 500. And now what is the height, what height it is gaining, what axis, y axis of this point will be same to the y axis of this point, so it will be 270. I hope so that works. Yes, that's working. So let me just try write the line number 7, and that will be really easy because the ending point of first line, that is this, we have to draw this code this point and this both point and join them. So first we'll write the code of the first coordinate will be this point and second will be this point, and we know what is the coordinate. So first will be 400, 400, or wait, like I can directly write like this, 500 previous coordinate, that will be easier for you, then 400, 400. I hope so this works. And yes, let me just give you a full screen preview. This is the heptagon which we have made, and you can take a look at the code once. So like in this video I just gave you a few tips and tricks for drawing a code. You can just tell me how they are in the comment section. Did they work for you? And then just try to make different types of polygons or figures in that with the help of that trick. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that the what we say the heptagon which you have imagined in your mind was a bit was much similar to this one. So I have tried to make it similar, because but yeah, it's not that. The lines of the middlemost and the middle, both left and right, are not what we say equal to other lines, but yeah, it's a good fig, it's a normal good regular heptagon which we can say. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, then hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit the subscription button and hit the bell icon for more videos like this and be notified from my channel. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. This is Qbasic, and hope to see you in my next video. Goodbye.